Hey everybody, it is Mama Radha, and I want to keep some videos going out and keep the algorithm hopefully moving. I've been told by a few people that they get a notification that I have a new video, but it doesn't show up in their feed. They have to come to my channel. So I don't know what's going on, but it is what it is. So today I just wanted to ask the ladies, do you know what your purpose is? Do you know what a woman's purpose is in this world? It used to be just actually easier for women to know what their purpose was because they were born with the equipment to give birth to children, where men had to, really forge and figure out what is their purpose in this world. But these days it seems like because of some isms, they are very lost and confused, and they think that the degree that they get and the job that they get is the most important thing in their life, and that is a lie. The most important thing in their life is serving a man, creating a family, and keeping their family. Oh yeah, that's right. Your purpose is a man. Men have created and built the society that we live in. Everything around us is because of men. The rights that we enjoy are because men gave them to us. And our whole purpose here on this planet, unless you're one of the few exceptions that are barren, is to get with a good man, a good-willed man, not a perfect man, and bear his children and serve him and make a wonderful Eden, Garden of Eden, peaceful home atmosphere. That is your role as a woman. The most important role. C.S. Lewis, the author of Narnia, who used to be an atheist and then he came to Christ, he said, what do all other jobs exist for? The purpose of all other jobs is this, that a child, could be nursed at her mother's knee, or something like that. It's like all other jobs exist for the purpose that a mother can nurse her child, basically, and take care of them and rear them up. So everything else going on in this world is so that mothers can produce amazing, productive, good human beings that will be the next generation of people. And what do we have going on right now? It is Pride Month. Yay! And what are we doing? We have things called Drag Your Kid to Pride Night. Yeah, with men in thongs. Woo! Bring your dollar bills, making it rain. So anyway, there has never been a time more important who you choose to bear your children. If any men, are watching, I know some of you guys are, wrap it up. Wrap it up, unless you know that is the one that you want to bear your children and carry your seed, because once your seed is inside of her, you have zero control what happens to it. So she holds life or death literally in her hands, and she can take away your children from you at any point in time. So you really, really, really have to choose wisely. But ladies, we have been so lied to, and there's so many women that think that 28, 29, 30 years old is the time to get married. And then they want a few years to be married, enjoy being newlyweds before they have children. And it's like, you guys are not being taught biology. You don't know biology. The fertility rate, if you take legal age, okay, is 18 to 28. It's on the decline past 28, all right? And we are born inside of our grandmother, actually, inside of our mother, inside our grandmother, with all the eggs we're ever going to have, all right? It's a wild thing to think about. But, so it's not like men who are constantly creating new sperm. Like, every 72 hours, men have a whole new, fill that they need to release. And that is actually a actual biology. That's why you have to understand that if they're not having, even if they are having enough sex, many men can still masturbate because they need a release. So, it is what it is. But, your job is tummy full, balls empty, smile, sandwich, silence. Okay. That is your job. And the more you do it with love and with joy, the happier you're going to be, the more fulfilled you're going to be. And let me tell you what, that man will do anything for you. Talk about slay dragons, and bring you home the treasure. He's going to do everything for you, take care of you. Even after he passes away, he'll make sure you're taken care of. All right. I saw some comments. One lady said, it's so sad because the moms that I've talked to said it's so exhausting, and it's, basically that it was like miserable work being a homemaker. And I was like, wow, well, if you do it with no pride, and don't take any joy in creating this atmosphere for your family, then sure, I guess it is miserable. But we're supposed to do all things unto the Lord, at least if you're a believer, right? So, and no matter your faith, that's kind of the main consensus. First of all, that man is the head, woman is in subjection to her husband, and then the kids. And it's her job to rear the children and to pass on culture and, all those types of things. So whatever we do, again, our husbands don't exactly love their jobs. Some of them do, but most people don't. And they're just working, and they're working their butts off, and many men work dangerous jobs, okay, just to provide for their families. So whatever we do unto the Lord, not to receive praise from man. So if your husband doesn't notice you clean the house, that's okay. If he doesn't say, wow, what a great meal, that's okay. But over time, you will get those, compliments and reaffirmations. My husband tells me very often, honey, thank you so much. The food was wonderful. It's delicious. Thank you for what you do around here. He's grateful. Shh. Oh, Bella. Shh. No. You're going in the house. But anyway, so, and I just thought, how sad. And in the Fascinating Womanhood book, which is really, really, really good book, you really need to read that book. It talks about how my daughter just texted me, so it threw me off. Okay, Fascinating Womanhood. How taking the extra mile in whatever you do is going to make all the difference in the world. She said that a lot of times homemakers don't enjoy what they're doing because they're rushed. They don't leave themselves enough time in their schedule to do the things they need to do. You should be trying to cook your meals from scratch as much as possible. I cook like 3 times a day, and I enjoy it. Sometimes I am rushing because we have so much going on, but for the most part, I try to plan ahead, try to, have a meal plan idea, and just try to make them as healthy as possible. Also, in the Fascinating Womanhood book, it talks about being understanding about your husband's schedule. Like right now, he is a beast. He is working his buns off. I mean, like 16-hour days every day. God bless his soul. And so I just make sure everything's ready, and he's got all his stuff, all his different drinks, energy drinks, and this and that, and green drinks, and, different meals and sandwiches and stuff to last for 16 hours. And then, he'll call me through the day or check in with me and, just thanks me and everything like that. And I get up with him in the morning, make sure everything's all packed up for him. I even turn the car on for him. I get half his stuff in there. He takes the other half because it's heavy. And, he's very grateful for that. So all he has to do is get up, take a shower. I lay his clothes out for him. They smell all good, get dressed, come down, grab his stuff, put his shoes on, and leave. So, he's very, very grateful for that. It makes his life so much easier. And he would prefer that than me go out, get a job where I'm going to make crap money, and not be here for the family. So, she was just saying, be understanding of your husband's schedule and what he has to do to provide. And so many women are just not patient. They're not willing. They want to take the reins. They want to move things along themselves. No, baby. And it's a mistake. It really is. It's better off that your husband works overtime than you go get another job. So a lot of husbands will say, okay, honey, fine, because they feel bad telling their wife no. But, if they're honest, they'd rather them not get a job. They'd rather them be there with the family and the kids. Also, that means if he comes home late, or, he misses supper, or he needs to go to the gym at night, or whatever it is he needs to do to decompress, meet people after work, whatever, count it as part of what he needs to do in order to do his job and to make it through the day. You be there to support him. And it's amazing how many women are like, what about my needs? What about my needs? You're there as a helpmeet. He's not a helpmeet. You're the helpmeet, which means that you need to be prepared to give him whatever he needs. You're there to give him sex if he needs it. Make the food and have everything ready. And if he's too tired, that's okay. If it's a quick bam, bam, thank you, ma'am, that's okay. If he wants to play, that's okay. Whatever daddy wants, that's what it should be, okay? I'm telling you, you'll make yourself a Garden of Eden. You guys will be so happy. But the main thing is to understand that your purpose is your man. So if you don't have one, first of all, you need to find one and ask your father's help, older male relatives, your pastor, a matchmaking service. Somebody should be helping you. And you gotta let go of like the whole perfectionism idea that you can have everything that you want, especially if you're over 27 years old. You got to start working with it, and be more reasonable. All right. And even in your 20s, you're never going to have a perfect person. It's 80-20. All right. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys soon. All right. Ciao.